Magandang araw Central Luzon, magandang araw Pilipinas. Isa sa pinaka-in-demand na trabaho ngayon para sa mga Pilipino ay iyong may mga kaugnayan sa Business Process Outsourcing o BPO. Kaugnay nito makakasama natin ngayon si Mr. Bucklar, isang international outsourcing expert, at si Mr. Ruffy Galang, Business Development Manager mula sa Cloudstaff, para bigyan naman tayo ng overview sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon ng industriya ng BPO dito sa ating rehiyon. So, first, good day, Mr. Bucklar and Mr. Galang. First, how do BPO companies here, especially in Central Luzon, impact the locals and the region, particularly in terms of employment?
The BPO industry has been a major part of this part of the Philippines for, I guess, 20, 25 years. In the early days, it was only big companies that could afford to do it because the infrastructure was needed to connect you up globally to allow phone calls, and a lot of it was voice-based work. What's happened in the last 10 years, the cloud has come along, internet connectivity's come along, and we're seeing BPO workers become knowledge workers rather than just call centre workers. So there are hundreds of thousands of people employed throughout Central Luzon, and more, of course, throughout Manila and other parts of the Philippines. It has become a major global centre in the provision of outsourced services, not just in call centre work, but also in knowledge work, particularly development and the finance sector.
Yes, we've seen the rise of BPO companies here in the Philippines. And what do you think is the main reason for this boost in the industry?
Look, I think one of the things about the Philippines that is often overlooked around the world is that this is the English centre of excellence in Asia. There is no other country that I've been to where English is so widely spoken, so well spoken, and that's a major driver for other countries. And the universities, particularly here in Central Luzon, the universities provide an excellent graduate, can we call it a product, an excellent graduate going into the workplace and going into the BPO sector. So I think English is very important. I think the education system is very important.
And Manila being the capital of the Philippines, we have a lot of BPO companies situated there. But now, why is it that a lot of BPO companies also choose to locate their businesses here in Central Luzon? What is so special about this region?
You don't have the problem with flooding that occurs, you don't have the absenteeism that brings about, and you don't have the long commute and travel times. But you do have an excellent pool of very well-educated English-speaking recruits.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now we go to Mr. Ruffy Galang. So let's talk about Cloudstaff. So, sir, we have seen that Cloudstaff has been one of the most competitive employers here in the region. And how do you think your company affected this employment status here in the region?
Well, I think it affected it in a very big way. So in the BPO industry, there's about 1.15 million people employed. Numbers here in Central Luzon are not quite as clear, but at Cloudstaff alone, we already employ over 2,000 people, and we're continuously growing. This is something that we really take pride in because we give people in the area opportunities locally, so that they don't have to leave their families to work abroad or work in Manila.
Mm-hmm. Sir, can you give us an overview of your operations here in the country, especially who are your usual clients, and what kind of job positions should graduates or those who are looking for these job opportunities, what can they expect if they are going to apply?
Okay. Well, in terms of operations, Cloudstaff caters to the small and medium businesses around the world. So we do have clients in Australia, the US, UK, and other parts of Europe. We also have clients in Hong Kong and Singapore. But our main focus is actually on the collections, the finance, and the accounting side of things. They come to us looking for collection staff because we can actually provide them with a better solution than what they can get in their home countries. In terms of what staff can look for at Cloudstaff. We provide them with, basically all the opportunities that they can find in Manila, the opportunities that they're looking for abroad. But like I said, they don't have to leave their families here. But we're always looking for very talented of workers. So yeah.
So how do you keep or make sure that your company is not undermanned? Here in Central Luzon, every year we have over 60,000 graduates looking for, of course, a job opportunity. So how can you entice them to apply in Cloudstaff and all these benefits that you're saying?
Yeah, so at Cloudstaff, we have this saying, we're the #1 workplace in the Philippines. And I deeply think and believe that we are. We also provide our staff with perks, as well as 2 gigantic parties every year. So, it's part of our culture to have fun as well as being productive.
Just what unemployed or newly graduates are looking for. Thank you so much, Mr. Bucklar and Mr. Ruffy Galang from Cloudstaff, of course. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.